Hi guys, and welcome back to the kitchen. Today I'm going to talk you through just some pasta and the basics to pasta about cooking it and storing it and reheating it and using it. So we've got our low protein range. So we've got the penne, which is always popular. We've got the animal pasta, which again great for weaning and finger foods when we first start. We've got lasagna sheets, which again you can make lasagna with, or you can roll up and you can make cannelloni. We've got tagliatelle, so if you want to do a vegetarian bolognese and then stir that through, that's really great. We've got macaroni, so again, small people tend to like small pasta, so great again when you're weaning or when you're when people want finger foods, and again great for macaroni and cheese. We've got our fusilli or our twist, and again great for pasta salads or hot pasta dishes, and then spaghetti. So spaghetti you can use as spaghetti as with a spaghetti bolognese, but this is also good in a lot of our Chinese recipes, so you can replace the egg noodles with these and they work out just right again. You can also fry these so you get crispy noodles. You can chop them up and then put them into soups as it's minestrone soup. So you've got lots of options, the full range. So let me talk you through how to cook it. Let me just turn my heat on to my pan. So unlike normal pasta, this is made with quite a lot of starch in there. So once starch absorbs water, it can kind of clump together and become one big mass. So what we want to do is just take our time and follow a few simple steps to cooking this pasta. So obviously we've got it, it's been on prescription, so we want to kind of cook it properly from the beginning. So number one, choose the right size pan. So depending on how big your pan is, depending on how much pasta you can cook. I've just got a standard saucepan. So within that size, I would only cook about a quarter of a box of pasta. I wouldn't do any more. The bigger the pan, the more water, the more pasta you can cook. So if you do want to do a whole box, choose a bigger pan or a pasta pan. When you start boiling the water, never add any salt to the water before you start boiling it because it will take longer to boil. It's one of them science things. Don't ask me, I just abide by the rules. So I never put any salt into my water until it has started boiling. The next thing, let's talk about boiling water, which sounds quite simple, but it has got to be on a rolling boil. So you'll see when you first put the water on and it starts heating up, you'll get some very little bubbles around the edge of the pan, and that's a gentle simmer. When you see some small bubbles appearing on the surface, that's then a simmer. When you then see bigger bubbles breaking the surface of the water, and you can see it kind of dancing and moving around, that's what we call a rolling boil. So what we're looking for in that pan is a rolling boil before we add any pasta. Because when you add the pasta, what we want to do is we want the bubbles to kind of move the pasta around. If it's on a simmer, it will sink to the bottom and they'll all start gluing together. So a little bit of time at this stage saves a mess later on. To that, we then need to add some oil. So again, don't add the oil until it's boiling. We put the oil on top of the water. So as the pasta hits, it gets coated in the oil. It will then sink to the bottom. This again will help us stop it sticking. We don't need a lot of oil in there. We just need a little bit just to help that pasta move around and start dancing when it's kind of being cooked. So I can hear that the pan is coming up to a rolling boil. We're on a simmer at the minute. And then we've got the big bubbles appearing in there. So I'm going to put in just about a tablespoonful of my olive oil. You then need a wooden spoon or a whisk or something to kind of stir the pasta around. The easiest way to do it, and I find, is to actually just take a small quantity in your hand and add it. What we don't want to do is if we take all the pasta in, the temperature of the water drops, the bubbles stop then appearing. So by adding small quantities of pasta at a time and stirring, the water will always stay at a rolling boil and you'll always get them bubbles. So I'm just going to add a few in and then give it a stir around. The bubbles are still there, they haven't gone anywhere, so the temperature's still fine. So again, I'm just going to add and stir a few in. Then give it a little stir. Add a few more, give it a stir. The rice. So none of the pasta's sticking together. It's all in the water, they're all still on the top, and we've still got a rolling boil. Cooking, so depending on the shape and the size of the pasta, it will take slightly different. So if we're going to use things like the animal or the macaroni, it might only take 8 to 10 minutes. If you're going to use the spirals and the penne, they might take anywhere between 12 and 15 minutes. Spaghetti and tagliatelle again are smaller, so I would check them after about 8 minutes. So depending on how you want to cook it, it's down to you and how you're going to use it. I always think it's better if you're going to reheat the pasta in the sauce later on, to have it a little bit al dente, so when you heat the pasta up, it will absorb some of that sauce, which gives the pasta a better flavour. If you're going to use it for a pasta salad, you obviously want to cook that to till your liking, so whether that's quite soft, if you're weaning and finger foods, if you want a little bit of bite in there, or you want it fully cooked, it's completely down to you. If you are going to do a big pan or one whole box of pasta, what you can do is you can scoop out half of the pasta and then pop it into cold water to chill it, so that'll be al dente, so that's what you can use for your sauces, and then you can cook the rest in the pan for a little bit more to then use for pasta salads or cold pasta. You want to turn it off, pretend it's cooked. When it's cooked to your liking, all you do is then pour it in the sink in a colander, and then you need to run it under cold water. So when you run it under cold water, still use your wooden spoon and mix it around in there, so it's all getting cold really quickly, because that stops the cooking process. Keep running, and then what you can do is fill the pan back with cold water, tip the pasta in, and just leave it for 5 minutes, just so it's completely cool. Drain it. Once you then drain it, how you store it then again can be down to you. I always store in these Ziploc bags. So I pop in the pasta, and just before I do it, I put about a tablespoonful of oil, and then hold the bag, and I just rub the pasta in the oil all around, just so it coats it again, just so it stops it from sticking. When we use it for pasta salad or to reheat it again, then it's ready for us. This will then keep in the fridge for a week. You can also put it into some boxes with some lids on. You can pop a date on there to remind you. But again, once you've got the pasta in the fridge cooked, you're only a few minutes away from adding it to the sauce. So you can add it to any sauce that you want to do. That's pasta. If you've got any questions or you need any recipes, go to Low Protein Connect, Facebook, Twitter. They're all on there. If you need any more information or you've got any questions that you want to ask me, just add them to the Twitter page or Facebook, and I'll answer them all back for you. And I'll see you next time with some more low protein cooking. See you later. Bye.